Now, Karen Gillan's gone from bit parts to one of the biggest shows on telly, sending pulses racing into orbit when she appeared as a kissogram in last Saturday's brand new Doctor Who.
And she joins us now. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Hang on, let me try my... We've knocked this together this morning, my sonic screwdriver. Oh.
Let me use mine. Much better. You nuts and bolts.
See.
Hello. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Lovely to see you. Oh, what anticipation. For you, the pressure must have been massive.
Yeah, it's quite pressurising, but mostly just exciting because people care so much about it, which is a real privilege.
But you know, on your shoulders to carry that for 9 months. I think the whole process took 9 months to get to this point for that first episode to air on Saturday.
Yeah, filming for 9 months, and you kind of get into this bubble almost, and you sort of forget it's actually going to go on television. And it did on Saturday, but we're all sort of breathing big sighs of relief because it seems to have gone down quite well.
Well, the audition process was so secretive that you couldn't even... When you went to the BBC, you got to main reception, you couldn't even tell them why you were there.
No, I know. I had to go there and tell them I was auditioning for something called Panic Moon, which is an anagram of companion.
Oh, nice.
Sneaky. Yeah. And then I wasn't allowed to tell any of my family or friends that I was auditioning. And then I had to keep it a secret when I got the role, which was quite agonising.
And how long did you have to keep it a secret from your mum, who is one of the biggest Doctor Who fans?
I know. It was only like sort of 2 weeks I had to keep it a secret, but I was actually allowed to tell her, but I decided against it because I think she would have burst.
Yeah, she would have had to have told somebody.
Yeah, I think so.
And she's got the Doctor Who stuff, hasn't she? She's got, you know, she's got the kit, she's got the bubble bath.
Yeah, Dalek bubble bath.
Amazing.
So this is a dream come true for her as well.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, I just remember her face when I told her I got it. It was a picture. It was amazing.
So you must have had to do a lot of research then. Did you go back and watch all of the episodes, everything that's gone by? Because there's lots of laws and lots of things that you need to know, because obviously die-hard fans will go, she's got that wrong. Or...
Yeah, well, the interesting thing with the companion is you actually don't need to know because you're learning as you go. I think, you know, if you're playing the Doctor, then you need to understand all the laws and the logic.
Yeah,
but
I think pressure.
yeah, it is. I'll leave him to that. No, but I think it's important to remember that Amy is seeing everything for the first time, and you know, for all she knows, she's the first ever to travel with him, so she shouldn't take anything for granted.
And what was it like when you ended up filming with Matt for the first time? You were on a beach,
weren't you? Yeah, the first day of filming was the most surreal day ever. We were on this beach outside of Cardiff with lots of people we didn't know, and the TARDIS was there, and there's this line of paparazzi which none of us had experienced before, and it was just like, OK, now we have to act. And it was just kind of, it was really quite
Not what
bizarre.
you were expecting. You think they would have eased you in gently, had you in a nice studio with a cup of tea and a sofa
in the TARDIS maybe, but no.
And the thing about Amy is that she's quite different to any of the companions from the past. I mean, she's got a little bit of something about her, hasn't she?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's quite a commonly used word, feisty, for Doctor Who companions, but she really is. I mean, she's so feisty and sassy and free-spirited and kind of similar to the Doctor in a lot of ways.
Yeah. I mean, you've been in Doctor Who before, haven't you?
Yeah, I played a soothsayer in ancient Rome in the fires of Pompeii.
Was that about 2008, was it, or something like that?
That was about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It's mad to think then you would have had no idea that in the future you'd be sitting here and you as the new companion.
Yeah, no, I mean, I had no idea, especially because I played a soothsayer from ancient Rome. I mean, it kind of rules it out.
Yes.
And how's Matt? How's he been to work with?
Oh, amazing.
I mean, he's got immense amount of pressure on his shoulders too.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, definitely, especially when the first episode was airing, it's kind of like, oh, who is this guy? What's he going to do with the role? But you know, we're really good mates, and genuinely, we really are, and we're sharing this experience and going through it at the same time. So that's really lovely.
What's great is that there's been it seems to have been a real general thumbs up for him.
Yes.
He got a massive approval rating from the fans.
Yeah.
We were watching rewatched the episode this morning whilst we were getting ready and looking, and it suddenly dawned on us that we reckon he is actually the Doctor is a cross between...
Phil came up with this.
Okay.
I cannot take it, but this is brilliant.
Jim Carrey and Gordon Ramsay.
He's Gordon Ramsay in the eyes.
He does look like
And
Gordon
then
Ramsay.
He does. He
Yeah.
really
He's like an
does.
ironed Gordon Ramsay. He's ironed out, isn't he?
Do you know, I think he has mentioned that before.
Has
looking
he?
like him, yeah. But I can see that, actually. That's pretty
He really
spot
does.
on.
And he thinks that you are the sexiest companion there's been.
Oh,
Look at
oh.
you recoil about that.
God.
But yeah, I mean, she is. I mean, she's got the kind of short skirt thing going on.
She does,
She's-
yes. Yeah, she wears lots of short skirts. But do you know that's well, in the first episode, as we know, it's kind of part of the plot.
Yeah.
You know, it's
She's
not just
kiss-gram.
well, exactly.
Well, he has to mistake her, doesn't he? I mean, he sees her initially as a little girl, then he thinks
Yeah.
it's 5 minutes later, but it's 12 years later.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're, you know, the house is empty and you're a kissogram type of thing. So, so yes, I mean, that was all part of the plot. But it did get a few column, you know, sort of
It
mentions,
did,
didn't it? So
yes.
the fact that you were scantily clad.
Yeah, it's interesting. But do you know what? I just think that, I mean, I think that it's part of the plot, and that actually it's not that bad. I mean, if
Well,
you
you
walk down
haven't
a
truly
high
arrived unless you've offended somebody, I think.
That's so true.
street- exactly.
And for the series, you know, we've got the Daleks are back.
The Daleks are back. The Weeping Angels are back, which are my favourite monsters.
Terrifying.
Terrifying, and they're more terrifying than ever. We've got the Silurians with a twist. And we've got lots of new ones as well.
Let's have a very all we've been given is about 13 seconds to show you of what's coming up. Here you go.
We should never have come here.
The darkness at the heart of this nation. Help us, Doctor.
The smiling fellas in the booze, they're everywhere.
Our only hope.
This isn't a trick, this is for real. You've got to find the doctor and get him back to the TARDIS. Please get the doctor off this ship.
Oh, Saturday, 6:15. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Pleasure.
Thank you.